Good morning, I'm still reporting from Washington. And you thought that in just 55 weeks from now, President Obama would be gone and the world would return to being safe for democracy, at least in the United States? Well, maybe not. The new Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, is one step more open about his support for not only Islam, but even its most radical forms, than Obama ever was. In fact, Trudeau does not deny assertions in the Canadian press that he is actually a Muslim convert. Trudeau, known as the anti-Trump candidate in Canada's recent elections, is the son of flamboyant Liberal Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. He has a long history of media revelations regarding Islam. According to today's edition of the Toronto Sun, in 2011, during his first term in Parliament, Trudeau visited the most radical mosque in Montreal. A month later, it was classified by U.S. intelligence as an al-Qaeda recruitment center. Trudeau pleaded ignorance of the radical ties despite a lengthy investigation in 2006 by Radio Canada, which identified it as a center of radical Islam. According to a video entitled "The Truth About Justin Trudeau and the Liberals" that appeared on October 18th, the day before the election, while at the Montreal Mosque, Trudeau was photographed participating in a prayer ritual reserved for practicing Muslims or those seeking admittance to the Islamic faith, the Maghrib Salah. Part of the prayer is called the Shahada, which in Arabic means to testify to the truth that Allah is the one true God and Muhammad is his one true prophet. Saying the Shahada in the presence of two or more Muslim men is the sole requirement in Islamic law to convert to Islam. By 2013, Trudeau had ascended to being the leader of the Liberal Party. According to today's Toronto Sun, he held a controversial closed-door meeting with the Islamic Society of North America, ISNA. The parent organization of ISNA in the U.S. was listed as an unindicted co-conspirator affiliated with the Muslim Brotherhood. No details have ever been released concerning the content of this meeting. This year, during his election campaign, Trudeau courted Muslim political support at mosques around the nation. One Canadian terror expert says that even within the Liberal Party in Canada, there is discontent over growing Islamic influence. According to David Harris, director of the Terrorist Intelligence Program of INSIGIS Strategic Research, Inc., in Ottawa, and formerly Chief of Strategic Planning at the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, CSIS, very senior people in the Liberal Party in the past have expressed serious concern on the extent to which certain individuals, Islamist elements among other interests, may have gained access to the party. One of Trudeau's senior advisors was Omar al-Habra, a Saudi-born Syrian immigrant and the past president of the Canadian Arab Federation, or CAF, a group known for its support for radical Islam, Hezbollah, and Hamas that has also compared Israelis to Nazis. On December 2nd, Trudeau named the 46-year-old al-Habra as his Secretary for Foreign Affairs. Justin's brother, Alexandre Trudeau, according to Wikipedia, attracted controversy in 2006 by writing an article praising Fidel Castro's Cuba. The video, "The Truth About Justin Trudeau and the Liberals," also labeled Alexandre Trudeau as a documentary filmmaker. His documentaries are produced and funded by Press TV, the state propaganda arm of the Iranian regime. Under Trudeau, the most radical elements of Islam may be allowed to flourish without significant challenge. According to a December 14th article in the Daily Beast entitled "Canada's Growing Jihadi Cancer," American counterterrorism analyst Mitchell Silber says in his book "The Al-Qaeda Factor: Plots Against the West" that terror leaders want to use Canada as a staging area for attacks on the United States. Brian Levin, a former New York City Police Department officer turned counterterrorism and extremism specialist at San Bernardino State, agrees. In a December 14, 2015 article, he told the Daily Beast, "People talk about Mexico. They totally overlook Canada. Nobody has any idea what's going on up there. In my opinion, it's a bigger threat than Mexico." For example, Ontario has a branch of the Al-Huda School, the same religious school for girls the San Bernardino killer Tashfeen Malik attended in Pakistan. 2 weeks ago, this school closed for one day after the CBC reported that 4 girls who studied there left to join ISIS. Last week, a member of the moderate Canadian Muslim Congress told the Daily Beast that the podcasts of the school's principal praise jihad and says women should participate. There are now at least 7 Al-Huda elementary schools in the U.S. in College Park, Maryland, Durham, North Carolina, Paterson, New Jersey, Houston, Texas, Tucson, Arizona, Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, and Schaumburg, Illinois. Last June, a 6th grader from the College Park, Maryland school posted this review on the school's website. It says in part, "This school does not have any electives, health class, lockers, period bells, periods. Arabic should be optional. 99.9% of the kids that go here are forced to come." Despite all this, Trudeau goes on as though nothing had been revealed. On December 11th, Trudeau was pictured welcoming the first 25,000 Syrian Muslims he has promised to resettle into Canada by the end of December, perhaps ensuring a string of pro-Muslim political victories for years to come. I'm still reporting from Washington. Good day.